right. This one I felt like it was going good to start with, and then it very quickly didn't.
Mm.
Um, so I want to know what happened and where it went
Mhm. Did you fall to your knees in Walmart crying when you saw the winners?
wrong. Um, no, I did not cry. I suffered through.
Shed,
Suffered
sh-
through it regardless.
shed a single tear.
A single white tear was shed.
Mhm.
But other than that,
Yeah, everything's so far normal. Just a complete full clear into dragon, into raptor take. See mid's fighting. Once mid's dead, I would just take the scuttle crab. I guess you're rushing here in case, making sure he doesn't take your camps. Makes sense. Do a complete full clear. I mean, you're pretty happy with this early game. Full clear into dragon into full clear. I think here, like, obviously, I'm glad you're coming, but like, you could just queue it right now. Like, look at this wolf. It's literally like it dies to just your queue. It takes being a quarter second later won't change anything. It's just the queue backwards is just a quarter second, right? You don't even need to auto it.
yeah, yeah.
But still, you watch this fight. Fine, you can just hit the thresh. Don't worry about the Twitch. Just one getting one kill is happy enough for you. Good thing you saved your pot. Take Raptors again. This is beautiful. Full clear down. Yep, early game's pretty perfect. Full clear into dragon into full clear into get a kill or two into take as many of his camps as possible into defend your own camps into full clear down into play for dragon. Early game is marvelous, Grand Poobah.
Thank you, thank you.
You should not let your stacks die here. Like you 30, it's rare. But it's always nice to keep track of. Like normally we enter fight 0 out of 4, but when you are going from a camp to a fight, you actually have 3 out of 4. So right now, if you want to, you could just first you just E forward and auto once, then Q4, or it's completely fine to just Q3 right now. You know, if you want to save your E for if he goes over the wall, you want
Yeah,
to E over. But here,
yeah.
letting all 3 stacks just die is so sad and bad. Like you should just Q here, and then like think this guy would literally be like 1 auto from dead right now. Oh, if plus your Q, you know.
Okay, yeah.
This guy's sneaking dragon is super sad, but here you should just pop your pot and ult and fight to the death. Pop your pot, pop your pot, pop your pot, pop your pot, pop your pot. Okay, you actually did pop it, nice, but you should be like way more aggressive here. Like you're not autoing at all. Yeah, you finally EN, but you should be like, it's one of those things where like you've literally AFK full crit for the last 12 minutes, you know? I'm not saying that bad way. I'm saying it in a good way. But you
Yeah,
do
yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
to get strong. And now when you have strong, you should have confidence, right? Like in this case, you know you're full. You have Dawn, and you know that you're up a level. You're level 9, he's level 8. Uh, you've also saved your pot all game, which is really good. So you should, and you also know that the Fury is like 1 HP, while Mel is full HP. So you know if this is a 2v2, Fury's a mid laner. So if you know it's 2v2, you and Mel versus Ekko and the Fury, mid jungle versus mid jungle, you know that it's winning because you're a level on Ekko plus your pot, and Mel is a full HP while the Fury is 1. So Mel obviously has a huge HP lead. So this fight should be like the second this guy walks in, and then you're like, oh, Thresh, but you see like your ball line's right here behind you too in a second. You see mini map. So like the second you see Ekko walk, like, insta pop, insta ult, and then insta E forward and start like racking up your passive and blah 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 blah. You know, I think ult
Okay.
earlier, pot earlier. Your EW is good, but pot early. And here you're clicking backwards, bro. Click in, keep clicking. Ekko. Or if you want, you can even hit the scuttle crab just to stack your passive. You know, but you gotta be eing now, autoing. You're just throwing your Q max range, like not really like. It's easier like to land it when you're like autoing into them and then ulting because you're closer to them and then they're what I mean, blah blah blah. So you win the fight,
Yeah,
which is again that's the expected result, but you kind of still there's like a lot of hesitation there for you.
yeah. It could have been better.
Yeah, that was still. I mean, you got all the kills you did. It just I think with like, how you played it, you gave them the chance to maybe run away. Uh, but
Okay.
that's
Okay,
all.
yeah.
But it ended up working out. Go back to our full clear again. Really good. Q. Nice. Yeah, it worked out. 1-for-1, whatever. I guess you had to shut down. It's close. Let me watch it again. I think here probably just insta ghost ult again. And also like you had your first auto with no E. Like here you should like when he's walking in like you could E in the bush right now. Uh, ghost.
Yeah, yeah. Just put it
You
on.
ghost preemptively because he's always gonna ult away, obviously, right? And then also you want him to get as close as possible. You want him to get here because when you get here, his ult's gonna be here. But if you let him go here, his ult's gonna be here, right? So you want him to walk as close as possible. So his ult close as possible. So here you say you're going now. You could wait. I know Malf more went, but you still could. He's still even more. He still had no idea Gwen was in here, right? So I think you could. Uh, it's funny. Use your spells earlier, but then you wait for him longer. But again,
Okay,
your
okay,
first auto without your E, so it's not empowered, right? And then I think you insta pop ghost because if you insta pop ghost, then here, you just run it. Imagine you get your ghost already procced. Instead of being here, you'd be here first of all, right? And now you're gonna E over this wall, and you're just gonna run him down like a dog, right? This guy, and you're going. So I think this Ekko should just get run down. And you're not even 2v1ing. You're gonna do like 1v1 versus Ekko, and by the time Malphite finally gets a range, by then Ekko's dead, and then you're in another 1v1 versus Malphite. So I think this should have been a double kill,
okay.
and you shouldn't die. Makes sense. But I think we talked about this before. Just you have to use your ult earlier and your ghost earlier and your E earlier. Like usually you have a bad habit of like saving them. I obviously sometimes it's nice to try to save your ult, but I think when you're going into 2v1, it's pretty obvious. You should just use everything, right? Um,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I think and then this is actually pretty big. So I think you should have got a double kill. Um, and then if you got that, you get Nashes, which is like pretty game changing this early in the game, right?
Oh yes, yes.
Good QE, perfect, well played. Get item, sick. Play for dragon on spawns, perfect. They're fighting. You think you should pull this out? You're making it easy for him to steal potentially, but we end up getting it. He's not going for it. Nice. Okay, we see a fight. Let's watch this fight. They're chasing your boy. So far looks good. I think you could win this. You're being underconfident, but like I mean this from the start this looks so good, right? Even though Vayne died, like look how much damage you do. Like this is all your own damage, and you're literally killing them all yourself. And here you stop keep going. Like this is pretty good.
Yeah, I think I regained my confidence halfway through, but it
Yeah,
was too late
but now it's
then.
too late. Yeah, exactly. I also think that before this fight, you have to press tab and realize who's the strongest guy. You realize yeah, obviously that tab press didn't count 'cause I doubt you actually
Yeah,
saw
yeah,
anything.
that did not
But
count.
if you'll see it afterwards that Twitch is by strong the strongest guy. So here instead of cutting backwards hitting Ekko, you just keep chasing into the Twitch.
Yeah, I hit the twitch. Yeah, I realized that after this fight.
And also you still have a bad habit like you eat has to be with a purpose. Like here, every time you eat, it's auto. You can't see tell, but you just eat on top of yourself. But here, no auto, no auto, no auto, no auto. Right when you eat, you need to be like autoing to use the attack speed.
Yeah,
Yeah, look at the items. Like this guy has 2 items. I actually Echo's 2 items too, but I think Twitch is just way easier, squishier to kill.
yeah, he's a lot easier to kill.
So I think you could have I genuinely think you could have got like a double kill, triple kill there, which also like basically just ends the game, right? Because you just get two fed. Again, same thing. You should auto this Herald one more time to get your full like your Q3, which was already good, but literally one more auto, which is like it takes no effort. You not even have to you don't even have to walk. You're pretty sure you're in range to just auto attack and just from where you are. And then you'll have Q4, and then when these guys walk in, you'll like also the way you did it was bad. Like you should, how I'll show you how you should do this. Same as here. You see how here when you're chasing after him, you Q3. This is sorry QE. Like this is perfect. That exact QE should be used here. Where here, you get your Q4 on the you auto this herald for your Q4. One more auto, and then right when they walk up, you're literally starting the fight with QE like this. Or I guess you could just EQ if you want to be insecure about it, right? And you're literally starting the fight
Yeah,
with a Q4, which is literally going to bring Twitch to here. Then at that point, you don't even have to ult. This guy dies to just 2 autos now.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So you see how
yeah.
like the way
I
you
see.
QE the
Yeah,
Fury, that should be like like a very normal practice. You do it very rarely. Gwen players do that shit like 5 times a game, where they like start fights with they just QE to start fights. Um, I don't. I mean, you missed my. I don't really care about that much. But yeah, I don't think you have to ult there. And I think you could have started the fight with 4 stacks of your Q. Make sense?
yes, yes.
So you're using E good here. Like this is a good example of E, and there's insta auto. E auto. You see how much damage your E does? Mm,
Auto, auto.
whatever, 1 for 1. You know, no objective up. I don't really care. Normally, I would love the fact that you're ulting and ghosting for a kill. thing is it's Malphite, so he's never dying because he's just always
Yeah, just
ulting
bad.
away, right? If he was a mobile champion, I think that's actually really good, but that's just never happening. And now you have no ult or ghost for a team fight, which
Yeah,
we know
very sad.
we know how like important those things are for you, right? Yeah, I mean, I think if you ult ghost right now, you're Nafari, no, I don't know if I'm saying Nafari, the Fury and Ekko are double killed. So I just that's like back to the basics, right? Like we just ult and ghost are really important for fights. If you're using ult and ghost, you better guarantee be getting a kill or something, and there is no guarantee you're killing a Malphite who can just ult away. So I think
Yeah,
that's it.
yeah.
It's if you had ult and ghost, I think that these guys are wiped, and you're getting the dragon, and that's obviously huge, right? Even then, this fight was still like you guys won 4 for 3. Like you guys only went down by one member, and there's a fight with no ult or ghost. Is it the build people are going Riftmaker third with Dawn?
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, this is one's the most popular.
I see. I'm surprised it's not like Deathcap third.
It depends. It depends. If it's a lot more squishy guys, I'll go Death Cap.
Hmm. Yeah, they just snuck it. It's pretty unfortunate. Would you use all 3 ults on? Use 2 of them Malphite again. All 3 on Malphite. Yeah, I mean you gotta be pressing tab more and seeing who's the priority target. This game I think it's pretty obvious, or should be obvious, that you're saving your ult basically just for Twitch and Ekko only. Like if you press tab, he's by far the
Yeah,
strongest members, and you keep that's 2 fights in a row you're ulting a Malphite. It's just so useless. And now the game's over. You just get lost Baron and got aced. The enemy team is simply too strong now, if I had to guess.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and I think game's super winnable. I think a lot of these fights are super close. A lot of this is mostly a mechanics thing. I think your decision making, like pathing wise, skipping camps, fighting, playing for objectives was really good. I don't think there's a single time where you skipped a camp I was mad about, or you went to a fight I thought was
Okay,
bad. I think most it was all just the way you're playing these fights mechanically.
just I
Right.
suck. That's it.
No, I mean mechanics are getting better.
Yeah.